Hello students, I am PR Chaugule from Computer Engineering Department. In the last lecture, we will discuss about our operating system curriculum. Now, in this lecture, we start our first unit, that is overview of operating system, which is having total 8 marks for final theory exam. This unit provides the basic knowledge of the operating system. Before starting with the components of operating system, let us discuss what is an exactly operating system is. An operating system is the most important software that runs on a computer. As we know, without operating system, a computer is useless. Or without operating system, your mobile phone is also useless. That is why, because the operating system is the main component of any computer system or the mobile system, because the operating system is the only component which provides communication between the computer or the mobile user and the actual hardware. Operating system provides the interface between our computer system and the computer hardware. So, computer's operating system or the mobile's operating system is the most important component. First, I will tell you what is an exactly operating system is. An operating system is the most important software application that runs on a computer. It is one type of software, one type of application that is to be executed on our computer system. It manages the computer's memory and processes as well as all of its software and hardware. The operating system is whole and sole responsible for managing all the processes, all the memory, all the applications that are going to be executed in your computer system. As well as the computer operating system manages all the working of software as well as hardware. The operating system also allows you to communicate with the computer without knowing how to speak the computer language. Because we know the computer knows only the binary language or the machine level language, but human does not understand the machine level language. The operating system is become the mediator between the computer user and the computer hardware, because we know that the human does not understand the machine level language, or the human does not recognize or the human does not remember the machine level language, and the machine or the computer system does not understand the human language or the English language or the our programming language. So it is required while one user is communicating with the computer system, then their communication language must be translated into understandable language. While giving one command to computer, then that command must be understandable by that particular computer system. So In this situation, there need the conversion of machine language to human language and human language to machine language. So the operating system plays the very important role in this situation. The operating system converts this transformation from one language to another language. So it says that the operating system allows you to communicate with the computer without knowing how to speak the computer's language, So without an operating system, a computer system is useless. There are many jobs performed by the operating system, such as your computer's operating system manages all the software and hardware on the computer. Most of the time, there are several different computer programs running at the same time, and they all need to access your computer's central processing unit, that is CPU, memory and storage. Then at that situation, the operating system coordinates all of this to make sure each program gets what it needs. Means एक्झाम्पल कन्सिडर करा की आताच्या जे काही सगळे कॉम्प्युटर्स सिस्टीम आहेत ते मल्टी प्रोग्रॅमिंग ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टीम असलेले मशीन्स आहेत. म्हणजे मल्टिपल प्रोग्रॅम्स, मल्टिपल प्रोसेसेस ॲट अ टाइम एक्झिक्यूट होत असतात. बट हे प्रोसेसेस एक्झिक्यूट होत असताना त्या प्रोसेसेसमध्ये काहीतरी कोऑर्डिनेशन पाहिजे, काहीतरी प्लॅनिंग पाहिजे, काहीतरी शेड्युलिंग पाहिजे. कोणत्या प्रोसेसनंतर कोणती प्रोसेस एक्झिक्यूट करायची आहे, कोणत्या टास्कनंतर कोणतं टास्क परफॉर्म करायचं आहे, कोणतं ऑपरेशन एक्झिक्यूट करायचं आहे, ह्याचा काहीतरी सिक्वेन्स पाहिजे, यामध्ये काहीतरी कोऑर्डिनेशन पाहिजे. यासाठी ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टीम इम्पॉर्टंट आहे. कारण ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टीमच जॉब शेड्युलिंग वगैरे काय करत असतं, कॉम्प्युटरमध्ये परफॉर्म करत असतं. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, जर तुम्ही कॉम्प्युटर सिस्टीम यूज करत असताना समजा एखादा वर्ड डॉक्युमेंट ओपन केला आहे, वर्डमध्ये तुम्ही काहीतरी एडिटिंग करताय आणि सायमल्टेनियसली तुम्ही तो रिपोर्ट किंवा तुमच्या प्रोजेक्टचा रिपोर्ट जर क्रिएट करत असाल वर्डमध्ये, तर तो रिपोर्ट प्रिपेअर करताना तुम्ही सायमल्टेनियसली जर तुमच्या प्रोजेक्ट जर एक्झिक्यूट करत असाल तर मल्टिपल प्रोसेसेस सायमल्टेनियसली काय होणार आहेत, एक्झिक्यूट होणार आहेत. म्हणजे तुमचं वर्ड डॉक्युमेंट एडिटिंग, वर्ड रिपोर्ट जनरेशन तर चालूच असणार आहे, त्याचबरोबर तुमची एखादी एक्झिक्युटेबल फाईल प्रोजेक्टची सुद्धा तुम्ही काय करताय, रन करताय. म्हणजे ती सुद्धा प्रोसेस एक्झिक्यूट होणार आहे. मग हे सायमल्टेनियसली एक्झिक्युशन कोण कंट्रोल करतं, तर ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टीम कंट्रोल करत असतं. दिस इज व्हॉट ऑल अबाउट ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टीम. There are different types of operating systems available in market. Operating systems usually come preloaded on any computer you buy. When you purchase any computer system, the operating system is preloaded, means already installed in your computer system. Most people use the operating system that comes with their computer, but it is possible to upgrade or even change operating system. The three most common operating systems for personal computers are Microsoft Windows, Mac OS and Linux. As well as in nowadays, the Android operating system is popular because of the Android operating system is installed in our mobile phones. The modern operating systems use a graphical user interface. Nowadays, every operating system has its user interface. Because of that user interface, the user can easily interact with that particular operating system. Means Graphical user interface means what? A GUI lets you use your mouse to click icons, buttons and menus, and everything is clearly displayed on the screen using a combination of graphics and text. By using the graphical user interface, you can use the services provided by that particular operating system, and the GUI based operating system provides the combination of graphics as well as the text. For example, our Windows operating system. Windows operating system provides the graphical user interface for each and every service. You can, for example, you can select the icons in desktop. You can move the folders from one location to another location by dragging and dropping. You can select any application as well as. Each operating system GUI has a different look and feel. So, if you switch to a different operating system, it may seem unfamiliar at first. Each operating system has its unique user interface. So, if you change the operating system, so in sometimes you may seem that you are unfamiliar with that particular operating system firstly, but after using repeatedly that operating system, you are going to be familiar with that particular operating system. Nowadays, modern operating systems are designed to be easy to use and most of the basic principles are the same. For example, our Windows operating system. It is very user friendly and you can easily use the services provided by that particular operating system. Now, in this operating system, you want to study the operating system as Linux. You want to study the Linux operating system. The Linux operating system is the command-based operating systems. Means user wants to give the different commands for accessing the services or for giving the instructions to the computer. The command user must give the command to the operating system. Linux is an command-based operating system. Means for accessing any service or for giving the instruction for the computer, user must want to give the command to an operating system. First, I will tell you what is an Linux. You want to perform number of practicals on Linux operating system. At the practical session, there are different commands. You want to perform on that command on Linux editor. I will tell you what is an Linux. Linux is a family of open source operating system, which means they can be modified and distributed by anyone around the world. Unlike the Windows operating system, Linux is open source operating system. Windows is not open source operating system, but the Linux is the open source operating system. This is one of the most important advantage of the Linux operating system. It is an open source. Means open source means what? You can modify that particular operating system and you can distribute that everywhere. This is different from proprietary software like Windows, as I will tell you, which can only be modified by company that owns it. Unlike Windows operating system, Windows operating system modification rights are given for that particular proprietary of that particular software, but Linux operating system can be modified by anyone. The advantage of Linux are that is free and there are many different distributions or versions. You can choose from any version. Means Linux is free. Means you don't want to pay for the Linux operating system. And there are so many distributors of the Linux operating system. Means there are so many versions of Linux operating system. For example, Red Hat operating system is there, Fedora operating system is there, Ubuntu operating system is there, etc. So all this is an introductory part of that particular operating system. Now we will start our first unit. First point is an operating system overview. Let us see what is an operating system. Operating system overview. An operating system is an interface between a computer user and a computer hardware. The operating system provides the interface between computer hardware and the computer user. An operating system is a software which performs all the basic tasks like file management, memory management, process management, handling input and output, controlling peripheral devices such as hard drive and printers. Means in the operating system, in the computer system, the operating system performs all the main tasks, all the basic functions of that computer system such as file management, memory management, process management, handling input and output, and controlling peripheral devices such as hard drive and printers. Some popular operating systems include Linux operating system, Windows operating system, VMS operating system, OS 400, AIX operating system, Z operating system, etc. Next, we will learn what is an introduction of operating system. The operating system is the most important program that runs on a computer. In the computer system, operating system is must, and this is the most important program which will run on a computer system. Consider the example of our human body. In our human body, how the brain is the most important component of our physical body, then in that way, in the computer system, operating system is the important part, because in our human body, brain performs all the activities, or the brain controls all the activities which is done by the human body. So in that way also, in the computer system, operating system is the important component, because the operating system performs only all the basic tasks and it controls all the operations performed in the computer system. Every general purpose computer must have operating system to run other programs and applications. Computer operating systems perform basic tasks such as recognizing input from the keyboard, sending output to the display screen, keeping track of files and directories on the storage devices, and controlling peripheral devices such as printer. Means computer's operating system performs the basic functions. For example, recognizing what the input come from the keyboard. After you pressing any key, the operating system performs for which key is pressed by the user. Then sending output to the display screen. By using the address lines and data lines, operating system display the processed or resultant output to the display screen. Next, keeping track of files and directories on the storage drive means memory management. The memory management or the keeping track of different files and directories created by the user or some system files that also be controlled by the operating system, and operating system also controls all the hardware devices such as printer, scanner, keyboard, mouse, etc. Next, an operating system is a program that manages the computer hardware. I already told. It also provides a basic for application programs and acts as an intermediary between a computer user and the computer hardware. Means operating system acts as an mediator between computer user and different computer hardware. For the PC, the most popular operating systems are DOS means disk operating system, OS/2 and Windows and Linux, etc. Next, we will say what operating system do. Actually, in our computer system, what operating system is actually do. Our computer system can be divided roughly into 4 components. Our computer system mainly divided into 4 components. First component is the hardware. Next, second component is the operating system. Next component is the system and application programs, and last component is the users. Means our any computer system can divided into these 4 components. First component is the hardware, second one is the operating system, third one is the system and application programs, and last one is the user which interact with our computer system. We will see one by one these components. First component is the hardware. Hardware means any peripheral device which is used by the computer system. The central processing unit, CPU, the memory and the input-output devices provides the basic computing resources for the system. These all are the basic hardware components for the any computer system. Next component is the application programs. The application programs such as word processors, spreadsheets, compilers, web browsers define the way in which these resources can be used to solve users computing problems. Means your problem statement or your program statement means for solving your or user's program statement or the problem statement, The application provides the way, the path for solving that particular problem. For example, while creating or developing any application, the different computing devices such as keyboard, mouse, etc. provides the facility to give input commands to the computer system. Next component is the operating system. The operating system controls and coordinates the use of the hardware among the various application programs and the various users. The last slide also I explained, the operating system provides the mediator, or it provides the interface between the computer hardware and the computer users. And the last component is the users, or the human who interact with that particular computer system or who uses the computer system. So these are the 4 basic components of the computer system, that are hardware, operating system, system and application programs, and last one is the user. Then next point is the views of operating system. The operating system can be easily understood by the following points. First one is the user view and second one is the system view. Means views define the interface for interact with that particular operating system. Means user view define how the particular user is interact with that particular operating system. And the system view defines how the system interact or how system processes the operating system. Let us see these views one by one. First is the user view, means how the user interacts with the operating system. The user view of the computer varies according to the interface being used. The user interface is different according to the which operating system is used by the particular user. Means user view is different according to the interface which is used by that particular computer system. Most computer users sit in front of a PC consisting of a basic computer components as a monitor, keyboard, mouse and system unit. Such a system is designed for one user to monopolize its resources. Means most of the computer systems are consist of keyboard, mouse, CPU, and that computer systems are used for utilizing that resources or utilizing those resources for the single user only. The goal is to maximize the work or play that the user is performing. In this case, the operating system is designed for mostly for easy to use, with some attention paid to performance and none paid to resources utilization, how various hardware and software resources are shared. In a network, the resource in the network, the resources being shared among multiple users. This is also the user view of the computer system. the user view depends on the system interface that is being used by the users. The different types of user view experiences can be first one is the if the user using a personal computer, the operating system is largely designed to make the interaction easy. Some attention is also paid to the performance of the system, but there is no need for the operating system to worry about resource utilization. This is become the personal computer uses all the available resources and there is no sharing. But if the user is sitting on a workstation connected to other workstations through network, then the operating system needs to focus on the both individual uses of resources and sharing through the network. This happens because the workstation exclusively uses its own resources, but it also needs to store files, etc. with other workstations across the network. And if the user is using handheld computer such as mobile, then the operating system handles the usability of the device including a few remote operations. The battery level of the device is also taken into account. But there are some examples or there are some devices that contain very less or no user view because there is no interaction with the user. For example, embedded computers in home devices or the automobiles which does not interact with the user, so it has no user view. Means in short, user view means what? The how user interacts with the particular operating system, and the user view depends on the system interface that is used by the user. There are different types of user view experiences. For example, if a single user uses a personal computer, then that single user utilizes all that computer resources. For example, that single user utilizes monitor, keyboard, mouse, CPU, etc. The only single user interact with that particular computer system. But in the case of but in that case there is no sharing, no resources sharing is available. But in the case of network, when user sitting in a workstation and handling another's remote location or remote workstation, then at that time the resources are shared among multiple users. So this view is different than the single user sitting on front of the personal computer. This way the user's view, user interaction is different or changeable according to the interface being used by that particular user. Now let us consider the example of your mobile. Mobile is the handheld device. So the operating system handles all the device operations. In this way user view is changed. But some devices has no user view, or some computer or some processors does not have user view because user not directly interact with that particular processor. For example, embedded computers which are given in our home devices or in the automobiles, there is no human interaction with that particular resources. This is all about user view. User view means how user interacts with the computer system, and the user view varies from the interface being used by that particular user. Next view is the system view. System view means what? From the computer's point of view, the operating system is the program most intimately involved with the hardware, because the operating system is the interface between our user and our computer's resources. There are two different views. First one is the resource allocator, and second job is the control program. We will discuss about system view. From the computer's point of view, the operating system is the program most intimately involved with the hardware, and there are two different views available with system. First one is the resource allocator and second one is the control program. The operating system is a resource allocator, means operating system manages all the resources, the single PC resources as well as in the network also, and operating system decides between conflicting requests for efficient and fair resources use. While you are sharing the number of resources between the users, then operating system's resource allocator manages all that shareable resources for controlling the conflict between the number of users for sharing their resources. And next one is the operating system is a control program. The operating system acts as a control program. Control programs are used for controls the execution of programs to prevent errors and improper use of computer. There may occurring some errors or bugs while you are using any application. Then at that time, properly execution or the successful execution of the program, the operating system view provides the facility for successfully executing the user's task or the user's program or the user's application. And as well as the operating system view provides the user to improper use of the computer. Anytime if improper operation is going on that time, system view of the operating system provides the facility to manage that improper operation. This is all about system view. In short, system view provides, or the system view manages all the processes and the I/O devices so that the computer system works smoothly and there are no errors. It makes sure that the I/O devices work in a proper manner without creating problems. This is system view. In system view, the operating system acts as a resource allocator, and as well as in the system view, the operating system acts as a program controller. This is system view. Next one is the functions of operating system. There are n number of functions which are performed by the operating system. These are the some functions performed by the operating system: transferring input from input devices to memory. Next, transferring input from memory to CPU for the processing. Control or the manage input output devices. Means operating system manages all the input output devices connected with that particular computer system, as well as it controls all the transferring done by the input devices to the memory and input devices to the CPU as well. Next, execution of programs and user instructions. The operating system is whole and sole responsible for the execution of programs and user instructions. Next, protection of storage devices. The operating system uses password protection to protect user data and similar other techniques. It also prevents unauthorized access to the programs and user data. Next, maintain details of files and directories. Means a file system is organized into directories for efficient or easy navigation and uses. These directories may contain other directories and other files. An operating system carries out the following file management activities, such as it keeps track of where information is stored, user access settings and status of every file, and many more. These facilities are collectively known as the file system. Next one is the provide security to user data, programs and other files. The operating system is responsible for using all the information and resources available on the machine in the most protected way. The operating system must foil an attempt for any external resource to hamper any sort of data or the information. As well as the operating system performs many more operations. For example, operating system monitors overall system health to improve the performance. The operating system keeps tracks of time and resources used by various tasks and users. Operating system constantly monitors the system to detect errors and avoid the malfunctioning of computer system. The operating system manages the primary memory or the main memory. In the multiprogramming environment, the operating system decides the order in which processes have access to the processor and how much processing time each process has. The operating system also provides the facility of device management in proper way. The operating system also performs the job of accounting. The operating system tracks an account of all the functionalities taking place in the computer system at the time. The operating system provides the function as information and resource protection. Means the operating system is responsible for using all the information and resources available on the machine in the most protected way. This is all about the introduction of operating system and the functions performed by the operating system. Okay, thank you.